Breaking news. Is your raging unchecked syphilis making you go blind? Find out on today's show.
Jules, the camera's there.
Who said that? A ghost?
Oh!
Good morning, everyone. That is right. It is Jules Gill and Ash Millman, aka the Millman and the Gilman, here with your main channel news for the day. That's right. It is news.
It is.
It's even though it's worded like editorials sometimes, it is news.
We're here for news.
Just saying that. And on today's show, that is this lovely Grey Friday, we've got a massive star joining one of your childhood favourite films.
Ooh.
We've got acclaimed director Dexter Fletcher going to be taking over one of Guy Ritchie's hottest properties.
Ooh.
And also recasts and reimaginings with the Power Rangers. Plus, we'll be answering your questions that you sent to us. Lovely little people sent the messages to us on Twitter the other day. We'll be answering those at the end of the shows. But you know what that means now?
Oh, it's time to hit the jingle.
Here's the news delivered in a flash. Time for Jules and time for Ash.
Oh, and we're back in the room and I nearly fell off there. Today, we're talking about Rocket Man, or more specifically, we're talking about Iron Man. Or
wait,
more
what?
specifically, we're talking about Sherlock Holmes.
I like this collected bitch that you've prepared here.
So it's quite weird to think of Robert Downey Jr. in any other role other than Iron Man.
Yeah.
But if you cast your mind way back, he was also doing other stuff as well, such as the quite smash hit Sherlock Holmes film.
Sherlock Holmes was great. The first one was amazing. Like discombobulate. That was the actual best bit of the film.
You were telling a story just before we came on air that you and your dad used to run around hitting each other in the face and yelling discombobulate.
Oh, yeah.
A day in the life of the Millman household. I have no idea. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Now that Endgame has wrapped up, much like when my band member, Mad Andy, decided that he'd get over his head injury and join back. The band is coming back together and 3 cool guys playing synths will be on tour again. But also...
Is that the name of the band?
Shut up.
3 cool guys playing synths.
Shut up. So there's also a new Sherlock Holmes film that's been announced. And Robert Downey Jr. stepped on. Jude Law's coming back.
Oh.
We've also got, there's the name of the guy who's just escaped me now, which is annoying. Chris Brancato is penning the script.
Yep.
The only person that's actually missing is Guy Ritchie, who's been replaced by Dexter Fletcher. I always want to call him David Fletcher, but it's definitely not his name.
Oh, that's kind of sad. Guy Ritchie has a special place in my heart for all of his random crap that he pumps out. Like, I love him.
But I wouldn't worry too much, because Dexter Fletcher has got quite the pedigree that does actually fit with the Sherlock Holmes films franchise. You.
Quite the dog
I didn't hit you hard enough earlier on. So basically, he's done not only the Rocket Man that's just come out.
That was really good.
And he's also stepped in to take the place of Bryan Singer after all of that shenanigans to do the Bohemian Rhapsody, bits of that. And he also did, way in 2011, 2012, depending on where you were in the world, he did a film called Wild Bill. Have you seen Wild Bill?
I haven't seen Wild Bill. I heard you talking about it, but I haven't seen it.
It's mad.
It's mad?
Basically kind of...
wild? Is it wild?
Why do we pay her? Like this, it's a film that's kind of like Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels, a bit Snatch sort of thing. So it's got that sort of like, all right, geezer, I'll take a gamble on a pony with a monkey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've heard that.
Exactly. Yeah. So he's got the pedigree for this type of film because it's like Sherlock Holmes is mad, over-the-top action spectacle stuff, and the down and dirty Cockney geezer. Rub your greasy fingers together. Have you actually wiped your hands today? Because they were
nice and smooth.
You made your own sound effects. That's weird. Now, it makes a lot of sense for them to kick this series back into gear because not only is Robert Downey Jr. now free to work on it after his contractual obligations with Iron Man were taking up a lot of his time, but it made an absolute killing at the box office.
Sherlock Holmes did.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I can understand that. It was really good when it first came around. It was a bit of a movement. I feel like it's been forgotten. Which
is now why it's a great time to bring it back up because the first film made $524 million worldwide, and the sequel, which wasn't as good. If we're honest, made $545 million.
Whoa! What was the second one called?
The second one was called Sherlock Holmes 2 Don't Bother.
I keep thinking it's called Book of Shadows, but that's the Blair Witch one.
Yeah, definitely not. And that will come back later. Hold on to the thought of Sherlock Holmes and Book of Shadows for later on. I'll say you why. Okay. I just want to say a little side note as well. Yeah. Robert Downey Jr. is not hurting for cash.
No, he's not. He's very rich.
He's even richer now.
Very rich.
Because a little side note here is that after the Endgame stats of, them making billions and billions of dollars have come in, he's got a deal with Marvel where he gets 8% on the back end on top of his regular salary. His regular salary was $25 million for Endgame.
Oh my God.
His take-home pay with the 8% in back end deal he's got is going to be $77 million. He made $55 million on the back end deal.
That's so much money. What does one person do with all that money for like a year's pay?
If I'm honest, I would give an absolute shed load of it to charity. That's what I'd do.
Oh yeah, I'd buy 5 speedboats. Good. So there we go.
You're a terrible person.
There we go.
But so speaking about rocket men and astronomical salaries,
doing these segues,
and the Iron Man up in space, let's talk about
these pre-prepared segues. I don't like them.
Let's talk about Don Cheadle starring in Space Jam 2.
Oh, cool. Here's my news. So Don Cheadle starring in Space Jam 2. Thank you for mentioning it, Jules. So we've got Space Jam, which was released in 1996 and was the Looney Tunes meets Bill Murray in this big basketball match between aliens and cartoons and also NBA players to see who could win and not be taken away to a planet to be used as an amusement park.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Bugs Bunny stole the show. Lola Bunny was there being like, oh, I'm good at basketball.
I think that probably was the sexual awakening for many furries, Lola Bunny.
Yeah, I know. I was there. Yeah.
Oh, don't.
I took fair 1996. I was 1 year old.
Oh, well, you hit. You were not hitting it hard at that age.
No, I mean, that was youthful. But yeah, Space Jam 2 is coming in 2021, and instead of Michael Jordan, we're going to get LeBron James.
Cool.
Slam dunk as the central basketball character. I know basketball words. And with him, Don Cheadle is joining him, but it's not known which role he's going to be taking on. He's just coming on in. So he could be the coach, he could even be one of the cartoons because he's recently voiced Donald Duck in DuckTales.
He has, yes.
Yeah, so maybe he's a cartoon, maybe he's a real life blood and flesh human. Yeah. We don't know, but he's coming in and he's a really good actor to have on board because obviously he's Oscar nominated. He's done lots of good stuff.
The best thing about him is that if you look at his sort of like Funny or Die stuff that he did, where he played Captain Planet and stuff like that, he's really able to get into roles and be incredibly serious, but do incredibly silly roles at the same time. Yeah. So it kind of makes perfect sense to see him team up with these animated things. Yeah. I hope to see him on screen because I find his presence very just like. He's a very reassuring actor.
Isn't he? He's there, you're like, oh, don't you?
And he's got really dry wit, and I really like him. I just think he's a cool guy as well.
He's excellent. Yeah. So from War Machine in Avengers to random person in Space Jam 2.
But as soon as we know, we'll make sure to tell you.
We'll tell you. We'll come straight to you. Okay. But yeah, it's going to be directed by Terrence Nance as well, who seems like completely your sort of because he's proper like animated and real life combination. He is the main thing he's known for is an oversimplification of her beauty, which is like his feature length film. Have you seen that?
I have not seen, but I've had it very, very highly recommended.
Yeah, it looks very good. The trailer itself is just very beautiful. So that's what is coming from that. I think he's another great one to have at the helm doing all this sort of thing. And it seems like the team is good. But yes, talking about powerful teams.
Oh, come on. She has to go at me about segues and then you get to do
mine
this.
Are on the spot, so they're much more natural. Absolutely. Powerful teams, powerful segues into the Powerful Rangers, baby.
The Powerful Rangers.
The Powerful Rangers.
It sounds like we've gone to some discount store and we're just shopping there. Oh, do you want to have the Hamvengers?
Ooh, is that like pigs?
Yeah, they're just made of meat.
Oh.
Carry on. Power Rangers.
The Powerful Rangers. So 2017's Power Rangers came around and we all said, wow, what's this? If you remember rightly. And there was supposed to be a 7-film feature franchise built from that.
What?
But it was Power Rangers 2017, so that didn't happen. Basically, it accrued back 142 million on a 100 million budget, which sounds like it did turn a profit, but very by the skin of its teeth. Yeah. And it just basically fell flat on its arse. It was a bit cack.
Are you trying to get cack over just because you're turning a mistake into a catchphrase?
Yeah, exactly.
Classic.
That's how you do it.
A cack phrase.
That's it, cack phrase, man. But yeah, so that fell into the pit of doom. Yep. And now, there's more news on another Power Rangers film coming about, but we don't know whether it's going to be a sequel or a reboot. So, Stranger Things is Billy, aka Dacre Montgomery.
Yep.
Darcy. I'm not very good at this pronunciation yet.
Okay.
Dr. McGonaghy, who's the Red Power Ranger in the film, has said on a Reddit AMA, I think there's a movie in the works, but it's not with me and the cast. So yes, but not with us.
Interesting.
So it's likely to be a reboot that we're going to get that doesn't feature the original Power Rangers from 2017, so it's just a whole fresh start.
Right, okay, I'm with you now. So this is actually a reboot and a sequel, effectively, because it still follows on, or is it just going to be like, right, that was just a fun experiment, and now here's the real deal?
Well, we don't know. It hasn't actually been confirmed by Hasbro or Lionsgate what the thematic is going to be. We just know what we're getting on. So it could be a sequel. It could be Power Rangers 2, because they all have loads of pulling power now, like from...
Well, we also have to remember as well that every single time they did a new series of Power Rangers, they got a brand new cast of kids. So technically, it doesn't matter. The title of a Power Ranger is interchangeable.
Yeah, but yeah, the Power Rangers. We don't know if we're going to get a sequel or a reboot, but according to the actual cast themselves, who know nothing of it, it's likely to be a reboot instead. Which, fair enough. It's probably going to hit a bit better than 2017's one. So.
Fair enough. If you could have any Zord, who would you have?
Zord?
Isn't that what they're called? The Megazord? That was the thing they turned into. Yeah, what would it be? What animal would you be?
Where? Do the Power Rangers turn into animals?
Well, some of them do. It depended on which series. I was just thinking of the one that turned from a tiger into the face. You remember?
Yeah, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah. Which one would you choose?
I'd just be a pink Power Ranger. I don't care about the animal.
Oh, fair enough.
Pink.
I'd be a gun. I'd be just a giant gun.
Ew,
and speaking of questions, we actually asked you guys on Twitter. Thank you very much for that news, by the way. We asked you guys on Twitter to just send in some questions, and we do them on our sort of like Friday feeling fricassee feel good section. And we got one from Ghost Monument who says, which two franchises would you most want to cross over? Which is why I said hold on to the idea of the Book of Shadows.
Oh my god,
So Blair Witch meets
Sherlock Holmes.
That would actually be amazing.
That would be great. Oh my god, imagine Sherlock Holmes in the Bucketsville woods being like, what's going on here?
That would be very good.
Discombobulate the Blair Witch. Pow!
I would probably like to see, I'm trying to think of like two of my favourite franchises. I mean, I would just personally love a Bioshock film. But
they tried to make that and it got canned, didn't it?
True.
It was very close.
Maybe, what about Fast and the Furious and Snakes on a Plane? I just want to see snakes in cars going at high speeds.
Snakes and Furious. The best one would be the Men in Black 21 Jump Street crossover that they didn't do.
Oh yeah.
But that would be the ultimate crossover.
You covered that on a list actually, didn't you?
Yes.
Then we've got our boy James Tierney who says, "How we doing, lad, lass? Thoughts on the Joker film? Do you reckon it will skyrocket or crash and burn? Plus thoughts on the Alfred prequel TV show." Ooh. I want this Joker film to do well because I feel like the fact that they are trying to make it stand very far apart from the Batman franchise and just be its own contained narrative. I feel like it looks beautiful. They've got the right people involved in it.
Yes.
It hopefully will be a clever film.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll be looking at something that we could say in about 5 years' time as a classic. That's what I really want from this.
Yeah, no, so I think it's going to be, I just think it's going to be good. I think Joaquin Phoenix doesn't put out that much crap stuff. So no. I think he's a great lead for it. I think all the talent surrounding it and the teasers we've seen and the direction they're going with it, they know what they're doing. So I think it's going to be good.
As for the Alfred prequel TV show, I would love that idea, but it would have to be balanced out with some of the comic book storylines that have seen Alfred absolutely kick people's ass.
Yes.
In the comic books, he's like shot Joker in the face with a shotgun. Yeah. He beat up Superman once.
Really?
Yeah, like there's, and he also managed to trick Bane into like coming in and got all these like robotic sentry guns to shoot him. Like the man's an absolute ledge. Yeah. He's absolutely brilliant.
Get him out there.
And to finish off, we've got Christopher Tolfrey who says, "Where's my hardcore title? Is it defended 24/7? If so, I expect an Ash Millman heel turn." Now, if that doesn't make any sense to you, there's a wrestler called Drake who we have on Defiant, and he looks like me in the fact that he's got a beard and he's bald. And he is now, at the time of recording, our current hardcore champion.
Okay.
And I took his belt and took a photo. He wasn't best pleased, so I had to give it back straight away.
Oh, that Twitter picture. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I had to give it back straight away. So no, I'm not actually the champion, believe it or not, but I will be defending it in spirit. He can have my title for the moment.
I thought when I read this question, I thought he was talking about like hardcore music, like what is your hardcore title? Like what would our band name be? And I was like, wrestling? What?
Our hardcore band is Cock Black.
Oh, Cock Black again.
Yeah, Cock Black.
Oh.
COCKPLAQUE. Cock Black. It's disgusting. That's the title of the first album. It's disgusting.
It is. It's just like, that's the picture of the album, just me like.
And on that note, we are winding down for the weekend. I hope that you have a fantastic weekend, whatever you guys are going to be getting up to, and that you've enjoyed the news. Let us know down below what you thought about it. And also, if you've got any questions for Monday's episodes, please pop them down. We will try to answer them at the end of the show. If you want to follow us, you can do so at RetroJ with a 0 for myself, Jules Gill, and Ash. You can follow
at Ash Millman.
Legends indeed. I know, it always feels like I have to say so much more, and then you're just like, it's just that.
It's me.
Because I got in early. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys, and enjoy your weekend. Catch you later.
Bye.
That arm again.
Oh, I did it again.
Why are you
that really hurts.